so it's Dr. Martin. I'm coming to you for the Five Black Guys for Tuesday. I am coming at you from Parliament Hill. So behind me is the eternal flame for all the different soldiers that have died in various wars. And to my side is Parliament. This is where Canada's Parliament does all of its thing. Parliament's a little bit like the House of Representatives, but yeah, basically there's just a little bit more representation for what goes on. So obviously I'm a bit of a new presenter for the FIVEblackgUys, mostly because I am not obviously of the designated skin colour. And it's an honour. It's a complete honour to be the first one, so I sincerely hope that this is up to your demanding standards. So yeah, today we had to record some words that I would leave for myself in the event of entering a time machine, and I have a few issues with the challenge. The first one is that time travel doesn't work. The laws of physics clearly denote that it can't work and it won't work. And I can go through this, but basically there is no mechanism to allow time to go in more than one direction. Also, excuse the sniffing, it's very cold here, and I tend to sniff when I get cold. Second and most importantly, if I was to go back in a time machine, I would not be telling myself anything. The reason why I wouldn't be telling myself anything is because that would stuff up the timeline. However, in the spirit of the original mission, I do have a lot of words that I would say to myself. I would first and foremost tell myself that you cannot please all people all the time, and if you try to, you will end up a depressed and empty person. You are far better off to be yourself, and to always be yourself, and to be true to what you believe in. Now that's more than just selling out. To sell out is to temporarily give in to your beliefs for gain. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about finding a sense of... oh gosh, it's windy now too. I wonder if you can hear me over this wind. I hope so. To be true to yourself is to have a self-identity, and that's one of the important things that I have found to be missing for some time. So without further ado, I will take you to my next stop. Hey, so now I've come in from the very cold outside, which is giving me a sore throat, and I'm going to talk to you a bit more about the challenge. So the challenge was to build a time machine, and unfortunately they don't exist, nor will they ever. Most calculations based on relativity and quantum chromodynamics imply that you would require the destruction of the planet Jupiter entirely from mass into energy in order to produce enough energy to build a wormhole, which would enable you to travel through time. I don't have that capability, nobody does. Nor do I think this is ever going to exist in the history of mankind. However, I have in my hand two pieces of time machines of their own right, and I brought these out of storage especially for you. So I collect antiquarian books, and here I have in my hands Volume 1 and Volume 2, he said, being very careful, Volume 2 of The Circle of the Sciences. And these books, we don't actually know when they were written, but we believe that these were written in the year 1865 or so. And to give you an idea of these books, this is some of the information inside them. I have to be very careful with them. But here we go. It's a set of information about their understanding of the world as it was a couple of hundred years ago. And it's worth pointing out that this is the only way we have of knowing that the words that you make are going to make it through to either your future generations or yourself in the future. And if you're so inclined, recording something like a journal can be a really helpful thing. I haven't done that. I'm not good at journal recording, although for the sake of showing off, I do have a book that I've written, as everybody who has gone to university has. So it's worth noting that, at least to some extent, something like this from me is going to exist in the future. What words would I say to myself? I would tell myself to be honest to myself, that as easy as it is to say that you're going to be true to yourself, you need to make sure that you're actually doing that, and to make sure that you're making sure that you're being taken care of and that your needs are not being put behind others. I was raised to be empathetic and to look into your life to look into other people's lives, and I've personally done that to the fault of myself, and that's something that I've been looking at lately. And I think if I'd started that earlier, I would have been a very different person. So that's what I would be. That's the advice I'd be giving myself. So that being said and done, I am again eternally grateful to the Five Black Guys for inviting me on for the Tuesday.